Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And off we go on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it. Hey, ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him.
And this one caught by Beasley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Patch it.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our top. It's our top. Pass. Hey, home. Hey, wahoo.
Allen now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yeah. Mike 58 right there. Hey, lady. Waiting. Crunch. Switch. Check 4. 49. Check 49. Hey, lady. Hey, lady.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure.
Second and 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming for you. Wrangler. Mike 54. Hey, orbit.
Allen eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Going quickly here to Thomas. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Check it back, check it back. Shift, watch the shift. Check.
On second down, it's Bell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Mike 58 right there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is Grant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Grant, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
So at least they didn't turn it over, so that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And it's caught by Herndon. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. Backed his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And Thomas has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. From the 50, it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to... And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, Charlie. Back.
Back to throw, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now it's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
A screen to Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Mike.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Go!
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
What we got? 56.
Here's Grant. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
58 to Mike. Lady.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, check. 3 down.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Switch. Lady. Alert flow.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Taron Johnson made the stop. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Yo, lady. Let's get it. 58, right over. Hey, box truck. 58, right there. Yo, lady.
Darnold from the gun. Anunua's got it, complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Hey, Haywood! 58's the mic. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Lady. 58's the mic. 58.
On first down, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You draw Corker. 13.
Check 13. Hey, check.
Hey,
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Here's Darnold. The 20. And Anderson's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 44 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the side.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Darnold. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Darnold now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Check down. 57's the mic. Hey, high 7. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go. 2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Round 80. Half. Get off the field. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That's a touchdown.
Corey Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the slant.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Bell first down and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the twist. Watch the... Hey, lady. Tighten up. Chance. Sweat.
They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, Mike. Yeah.
Check hot route. Hot lady.
Check 50. Hey, switch gears. Check nickel.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Go, son. Go 58's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here. Go, 80. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, Zoo. You. Hey, 80. Hey, go, 80. Check 24. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, 80. Bullshit.
Darnold for the red zone now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This one caught by Crowder. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, exit. Watch the out. 58.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, Alpha. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
58, boy, 58. 58's Mike. Watch the smooth. And 58 is the Mike. Boy, 58's the Mike. Yeah, and 80.
Darnold on 1st down. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go heavy. Lady. What you got, heavy? Give me some.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Red 80. Three down. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Alert 3. Alert 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On first down, Grant. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Check.
They go back to Grant. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 42.
Let's go.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 55 yards on the ground. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Grant trotting. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Grant with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. A first down throw, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. Breaks through the contact. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, 46 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, every day, any day.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Allen. It's complete to Grant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
13 yards. Brings up third down.
49, guys.
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Time to bring the bass back.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no ball. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit the. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But it's in on.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set. Get away,
10. Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Hassan Reddick. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. It's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against the defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot. Here, this deep in their own territory.
Go 60!
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was... Corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
180! Alert! Go! Hey, orbit!
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Hey, alert.
Mike's postponed.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Watch the run. What's that, baby? That's baby shot. Check. Hey, alert.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shift.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
44.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle 3rd of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. These two teams all tied after one. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. Third and long, it's Stafford. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 44 is the Mike.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trubisky now down around his goal line. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
18. Hey, echo.
Here's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Bears first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Y'all playing wrong football.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Trubisky will throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Watch the twist. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
18. Mike, 44. Get that quarterback deep.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got it.
Now it's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Get a lady! Get a lady! Hey, 70! Easy alert!
On first down, Stafford here. Caught by Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down, Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the slant. Bang. X3. 218. Jump.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
First down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. Check three. Watch twist.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6. At the 28.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike.
Throwing is Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's complete to Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they will go for it. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
First down, a run with Cohen. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. Complete to Tariq Cohen. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
180.
It's a party now.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Trubisky keeps it himself, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky keeping it himself from a yard out as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Zebra.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Alert.
At the 21-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 99. Check it out.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
180. Hey, ball.
Watch out. Quick dash. Come. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, ball. Hey, Haywood.
On 1st down, Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Arnie. 44 to Mike. Blue. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, here's Agnew. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yo, under 10. Hey, 5-0. Hey, Delta. Hey. 59.
Operating from the gun. Stafford looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher for this campaign. It's
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear. Arms ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Upheaval the ground. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. rocket fuel.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. 60-yard. Go. Big grip.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. This one caught by Davis. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Go.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's good for a Washington.
Ready.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra.
Now the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
High 7.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
57. Mike, go.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Look at the spin. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Let him know. Check.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Jones operating from the gun. It's complete to Graham. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then
he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And He'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, lock it.
On second and 11 now. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 77 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
53, Mike. Hey, check. Check 13. Check 13. 61, matchbox lights. 24, watch 24. Hit it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Peterson running right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
General West.
36. Kill.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Minshew sets to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Number 53, Mike 53. I know. Coaching spill. Get ready.
To throw from his end zone, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now throwing on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Switch.
To throw again, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And Latimer's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Bravo!
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
go now.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Tackles. Recon, 132 fighter. Go. Hey, turn it out. Hey, wahoo. Hey, check Mike, 50 seconds. Go. Let's go.
Now Minshew. Step, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check nickel. X3, 218, chopper.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Check 52.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 39.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Watch twins.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Rush in.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike, number 53. Hey, Orbit. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up back.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
3 bucks.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Minshew. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Echo. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, check Mike 57.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 25 yards that time.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He's crashing.
They go with Thompson again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Complete. Richardson has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
50 seconds to Mike.
Bound to lose one.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Mike Pennell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
47's the mic.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Switch. Undercrunch. Clear.
Mike, 53. Mike. Crunch time.
Yep. Hurry.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, stand up.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
57 to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. 57.
Yeah.
57. Check.
Let's go.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Minshew looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Jim. You go, Leo, fight.
Again, Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Go. 80 weapon. Big grip.
On first down, Peterson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they take a knee. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Check back 47.
Coming to you. 47's the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
I got you.
Look at me. Zipper. Check, 47. Come on. Go.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Go. Go.
On 4th down, Minshew. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great?
Washington Redskins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you the way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Redskins, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching.